restarting the system for any reason. If you are in a actual scan pattern, hit cancel. For the patient, hit cancel. Come to the about and hit the shutdown button. It gives you three options. The first option, which is in green, is shut down BOSS application. For almost every situation, this is what you would do. But shut down OS in red is to shut down the entire system. Now, there are some times when you will need to do that. We will go into that in a minute. So, most of the time, you're just going to restart the BOSS software. However, if you get what we call a runaway system, meaning the temperature just starts spiking, this is very, very rare, or if your joystick quits working, then at that time you're going to do the shutdown OS and restart the entire system. Now, you'll have to turn the power switch off once it shuts all the way down and turn the power switch back on. You do not have to wait the 1 hour at this point. It should come right back up. The laser should be stabilized, so you actually should get the 4 peaks within about, around 15 minutes for a reboot session. So I'm going to shut down the BOSS application. Okay, as you see, it's already shut down, completely shut down. Waiting for this one here to close. It's closed. So then I'll right mouse click on here and open or double click it to start the software back up. The three options we have on this screen are BOSS Startup, BOSS Stop All plus OS, and BOSS Stop All. Those are the shutdown functions. Again, right through the whole process again, we're looking at J controller, video camera, and fan will be the first three to come up. Then the Z motor is going to 0. Then the spectrometer camera will come on and the joystick will come on. Once we get laser lock, we're good to go. We're not worried about temperature. Okay, so let's watch and see what happens. Spectrometer came on. Now the joystick should go green. Perfect. At this point, I can log in. So if I go to the service screen and click on my diagnostics, I'm going to get an error right here telling me laser power setting, my laser power is resetting. This is expected because I do not have laser lock. So I'm going to click out here, look at where my stabilized temperature. I can come down here and go to the one that says See BOSS Tools L Controller. Click on that and it will show me what's going on. I'm waiting for it to get the 100 images of the temperature to see exactly where the temperature's at. It will stabilize that temperature. This should happen rather quickly though. It's about 1.5 minutes for this to go through, and then we should have pretty stable temperature, so should get locked pretty quickly. It'll go through the sweep. Once it sweeps to find the correct peak, and I'll go through that with you here. Once it sweeps to find the correct peak, at that point, it's going to sweep through and lock on that correct peak. So once it gets past this, I'll sit here with you and we'll go through that. Okay, it's got all the temperature readings. Calculate them. So we were at 0.05, which is better than 0.3. So like I said, it stabilizes pretty quickly after it's already been stabilized. And now we're going through and it's sweeping. So what it's actually doing is, I can show you what it's doing. It's actually sweeping the peaks, looking for that best peak, where it's going to get the most power out of that peak, where it's going to be the most stable. So that's what it's going through and looking. So that's what it just did right here. Now we might see the 4 peaks pop up. We may not. We're not worried if it does or doesn't at this point. So let's go back. And so it told me that the best peak is around 149.6, with the voltage of 14 volts, or millivolts. So then it's going to go through and it's going to look through right here, and it's going to go right back to that peak. So now it's sweeping through, and I can show you here, it's actually sweeping through to find those peaks. And at this time, this is all noise. We will actually see the 4 peaks show up here. So they're going to show up, and then it's going to lock on that. Once it locks on that, it's going to drop the peaks and recalculate all that and make it look really good. As you can see, we had good 4 peaks. So now it's going through, it tells me the laser's locked, and now it's going to stabilize in the GUI, which is going to come back up. If you ever come to the screen and see this here, the squiggly lines, that is just noise. That's spectrometer camera not capturing anything but ambient light inside the spectrometer. As you see, our 4 peaks are coming back up. They're going to look pretty good in a second. They're going to stabilize. Everything's going to be good. It's going to take a couple seconds to do that. Now, while it's doing that, I'm going to stop this. We're going to come back here. And we see our temperature isn't stabilized. We can scan now. We have good 4 peaks. We can now scan. We're good. But what's going to happen here is it's going to look at these peaks between this point and move them accordingly with temperature to get them right above this 40. We want to be very centered. So on that, once it stabilizes, you'll see it'll jump up or jump down accordingly. Do not worry about this. Go ahead and start scanning. And as you can see, I filmed the entire time. This did not even take 15 minutes. Thank you.